Hello, John Dilworth here, and we're in the process of things. So, yeah, here's our friends right here. Here's a storyboard. We're at scene 61, and Jim is going to drag Jules by the window. He's exhausted. He turns, and you see he opens the window and looks out, and that's our next scene. But I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at what we've done so far. And here, Jim opens the window and looks out. Maybe we could just loop that a little bit, just to see things, right? And feel the drag, exhaustion, pressure on the window, and it goes down. I like a lot of this stuff because I have his feet moving just to keep everything moving. And even Jules's legs, and when she pulls it, even though she's stiff, I give her just a little bit of life. And when I ink this, we're going to see a lot more. And of course, Jim's hair is so vital to the process of feeling alive. And this is what we need to do. So there's the struggle, of course, for the weight. There's the weight. Whoopsies. And I guess I'm quite pleased. You see that? And then he leans over. But nothing's happening all at the same time. You know, even there's a delay when he grabs the window, and even if it's 2 frames, and even the delay on his hands when one is placed on the sill and the other one follows. Nothing happens at once. We just don't give everything away all at once, right? That's a tenet. So anyway, while this is happening, I got to get Flique. Flique's got to get into this action. And so by F, you see by F, he's got to be out. So where does he comes in at A. So he's coming in right away. He goes on the windowsill and he's just watching the thing. Oh, I missed this little moment. Oh, well, it's not important. That's why I missed it. So a lot of okay, let me see if I can get Flique. Oopsies, what happened here? Nothing, don't worry. It's Johnny just doing things. And right, why can't we see Flique? Oh, I saw him for a second. Oh, let me stop this. So we can get Flique. Well, I'm very excited to be on this damn thing. Pardon me. So there's Flique. And he's got to come in, right? He's got to come in and jump, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So I think that's what he's going to do. And if you can't see what I'm doing, it's because I'm working on the timeline. And I didn't think it was important for you to see this thing. It's not the same as paper animation. Paper animation is alive. I'm sorry. Forgive me, all of you. I know the wonders of this thing. I'm beginning, to be, well, I'm an acolyte. You see, I'm working on it. Let me see. I think he will be on the top layer. So, no, skip that. That's a very interesting piece of software you can just download on your computer. It's called Timeout, and it interrupts your work so you can get up for a minute or however way you want and go look at the stars. Or, here in the northern hemisphere, at night you could see Orion constellation. It's so beautiful. So you just take a minute to look at someplace really, really far to break up this thing. And I have it timed 15 minutes working, 1 minute playing or dreaming. And let me just add a frame because I want to do I just want to sketch something out. And then I want to talk about this lovely fan letter that I got from Eric. Add and close. Okay, just because you don't see me, right? I'm here. Don't worry. And I'm moved. I moved to Flique. I'm just typing something. Okay, and rough, because that's rough. Okay, so this is good. He'll act as a layout. And I'll just do that, and then let's get something going on. Right, the brush. And what do we want? Blue? Okay, so let's go. So what did we say? We said 1, 2, and then whait! Right, and he is, how big is he? He's So even if, right, so he comes in, let's just say it's his body, and it's squashy, and then he's going to come up and squashy, and maybe another squashy, because he's got to do a little hoya, hoy, and then he's going to be down, and then he's up. So I think this could work. It's so simple. And I could use that as a guide. But let me show you this letter from Eric. I want to read you something. And look at it, it's so beautiful. I mean, it's written, and it's so wonderfully written. Let me read you something he wrote, just little passages. He starts off with thanking all of us who are responsible for making courage, and that's great. And for teaching us that it's okay to be afraid sometimes. And there's a lot to be afraid of. This is me just speaking off the cuff. That the strange is not always bad, and how important it is to laugh. So these are, he distilled the show, and these are the themes. These are the themes as, it's a cartoon show, and it's amazing that I'm 20 years, 2022, 20,000, I mean, that we're still getting this. And I'll go on, because there's some other little things that I love. It's that, it goes on that we can be a little spooked by the current climate of things, but ultimately have this final hope in people. And that is right. That is right. It's in people. To believe in people. And, and when, of course we're not perfect. I've had loads of trouble in the past year, especially being a people, working with people. So it doesn't diminish my love at all. And that's just, even if you don't believe it, doesn't mean it's not true. There is good out there, and if you are ever having trouble seeing it, just know it's because those people are busy right now helping others and doing what's important. And then I was thinking, what a wonderful inspiration. Are we engaged? How can we better engage the forces of good and love through what we do? You may feel, and I speak with a lot of people about this who don't personally feel like they have much to offer. And the thing is that I always say, well, you are what's to offer. You offer us your beauty, your personality. This thing needs to be worked on, of course. I mean, I'm the last to even talk about it. Because what a personality. I mean, I really should have a mansion and a yacht. Like everyone believes. But no, I'm here in my little West Village joint working on Harmony 11 because I haven't got the gear to go. So there it is, teacher, beware. And... but it doesn't stop me. Every day I want to just do what I can. So I was lucky. I mean, I am lucky, of course, because I can animate. And for some reason, I have been touched with the need to touch others through my art. Not by slapping you on the ass like we were in college locker rooms on a sports, and we won the championship and everybody's excited, like in the movie Airplane, and the captain goes to the little boy. Oh man, that film is so funny. You have to, laughter. What about love and laughter? How about that? I just think that let's do that. Let's just try to make an effort during these very particular, very odd times. And I think he's right. I think Eric is right. That the climate, this current climate of things. And we need love, not fear. Okay, so that's that. And I'm doing this little thing. Oh, so I don't know if anyone, if we've been fully informed by this effort of mine to satisfy wants for little collectibles. So I have an Etsy shop, and I have these wonderful prints that I autograph, specifically inscribe them to the fans who order them, and they're very, very economical. Very economical. This one has a hole in the head to match the hole in the tooth, and all sorts of lovely things. And these are just a few samples of what I've got. And, I've been naughty, and little doggy. So, and there's cats, of course. So these are just for my autograph and little inscriptions to friends, family, lovers, anything you want. I just filled out one that really I felt like I was Cyrano de Bergerac and writing a love letter to his mate, and it was okay. I loved it. Why not? Right? Why not? Anything to do. So what I'm doing with this little thing, I think I'm just going to break it down like I always do, one at a time. So that's where we are. And I don't want to bore you. Of course, I could continue building this. Easy. Let's say if I went red and I wanted to get the feet, for me. But the feet won't ever look like that. Maybe this one, but then there will be a delay on one. Because I just can't stand mirrors. And by the time it goes over, but these are the kind of things I would delay until I get all my major forms down, until I like the timing and the bouncing and all that. So I'm just going to leave you with those lovely things. And and for the Etsy stuff, I'm going to put it in the description so that if it inspires you, very economic, and it's a wonderful way to get this dog moving. And that's it. I wish you all the wonderful things that I was just wished by Eric. Until next time, stay animated.